Hello students, how are you? Hope you are fine. Welcome to your science class. Today we will know about methods of irrigation. What is irrigation? Irrigation means giving water to plants. In ancient time, farmers were totally dependent upon rainfall to water their crops. Since rainfall is not regular, therefore other ways for irrigation have been devised. These are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, canals, etc. Here we have some traditional methods of irrigation. Traditional means that are used in earlier times. In traditional methods of irrigation, water is lifted up from wells, lakes, etc. and channelized to fields. Usually, manual or animal labor is used in these. In traditional methods, all work is done by hands or help of animals is also taken. Some common traditional methods are moat, dhekli, in which manual labor is used to raise water. This is moat system in which water is lifted by buckets from the bell and then water is poured in this channel through which water moved to the field. This is pulley and this helps the bulls to pull the rope and they can easily lift up the water from the well. This is dhekli system. In this work is done manually, means by hands. Chain pump and rahat, in which water is lifted up by using animals. This is chain pump system in which one big wheel is there that is rotated by hands and one chain is there. Many buckets are attached with that chain. When this wheel is rotated, water from the pool moves up in the bucket and then that water is poured in a channel from which water move to whole field. This is rahat system. In this system, two big wheels are there. One is rotated by any animal, means ox or bull, and on the other wheel there is a belt of buckets. When this wheel moves, water come up and that is channelized to field. These methods are not efficient to irrigate large field because these are very time consuming and there is manual labor in these methods. Nowadays, pumps are commonly used to lift water or to drain water. These pumps run on diesel, biogas, electricity, or solar energy. Now, we will know about some more modern methods of irrigation. Since availability of water in water bodies depend upon rains and rains are not regular throughout the year, so we should use water judiciously. It means water bodies like river, pond, lake, water in that water bodies depend upon rain and so we should use that water judiciously. Modern methods help us to irrigate our crops economically depending upon the type of crop and its water requirements. Following irrigational methods are used. First is basin irrigation. Some crops like rice require standing water in the fields during transplantation. It is called basin irrigation. It means water is allowed to spread over the field evenly and then rice plants are transplanted, means they are sown in the field that is filled with water. Next is furrow irrigation. Some vegetables crops are grown in rows. Furrows are made between two rows and crops are irrigated by channelizing water in the furrows. You can see the pictures of furrow irrigation in this video. Next is sprinkler method. This method is more useful where sufficient water is not available and land is sandy. In sandy soil, normal irrigation is not successful as most of water quickly percolate down and is wasted. Percolate means absorbed or moved down the soil. So this method is used to save water and this is used in the areas where water is not available and this is used in sandy soil also. In sprinkler method of irrigation, perpendicular pipes are laid down in the fields at regular interval with the rotating nozzles at the top. These pipes are connected to main pipeline through horizontal pipes. When water is pumped under pressure, in pipeline, it escapes from rotating nozzle and gets sprinkled over the crop. This method saves irrigational water a lot. Next is drip irrigation. This method also saves water. This method is a boon in regions where availability of water is poor and rainfall is very low. So this method is used in areas that don't get rainfall. A network of horizontal pipes having small holes at regular intervals are laid down just below the soil so that water is carried directly to roots of the plant drop by drop. This method prevents loss of water both due to evaporation and percolation. In this method, water reaches only to the roots of plant. It is the best technique for watering the plants in gardens and small fruit trees. Next is mulching. To prevent loss of water due to evaporation, soil surface is covered with dry thatch, means plastic sheet, with holes of aeration. This process is called mulching. It reduces the requirement of irrigation and thus save water. Because water is not evaporated in this method, so this method saves lots of water. These are different methods of irrigation. I hope you understand this. Read the topic and learn the important terms. Thank you and have a nice day.